Bye-bye, bye-bye. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, 9 o'clock, live here. Woo! All right, grab your hot cinnamon tea or whatever tea you want. We're going to get rocking here. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Molly. Love having you on, Molly. All right, here at the best break at the club. So if I got somebody in, I might have to walk around a little bit. Hello, Georgie. Hello, JP. And Maple City Nutrition. Good morning, Yvonne. Hope to see you in the club. Come on in and see me. Alan, good morning, good morning. If you're in town, Yvonne, I know you're probably singing somewhere. Hello, Jessica. Good morning, good morning. Danny, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being on. Good morning, Anna. Got your tea, good job. Maggie, good morning. Gerald and Sherry, good morning. From Depew, okay. No, Iowa, all right. Depew, Iowa, correct? I could be wrong. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Julie. All right, got my hot tea. Oh, I love this tea. I cheated yesterday, I know. I cheated. Good morning, Rick. I'll talk to you in a second. Good morning, Anna. Cheated with the chai tea, and believe me, it was awesome. You know, it kind of tempts you for a while, and I'm back to cinnamon, though, today, because I love... Good morning, Rocky. Good morning, Trish. So, absolutely, we got a little break in here in the club. I usually have Superhero Thursday. Somebody may come in, so I might have to, like, walk around a little bit, if you don't mind. Good morning, Jenny. Crystal, good morning. But, yeah, just awesome day. Good morning, Jimmy. It is Ironman for Superhero Thursday. All right. Yeah, it is. Brittany, good morning. We're Superhero Thursday. We have it at our club. Good morning, David. Good morning from the office. Thanks for being on. Good morning, Shirley. You know, and really, and we'll talk about the Superhero Thursday in a second. I think I've mentioned it before. Thank you, Jenny. Good morning, Aaron. You come on in for your shake. Let me know what you want, brother. So, all right. So, we're going to get rocking here. First off, good morning, Kara. Good morning. First off, gratitude. Thank you for being on. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to come and listen, to come brighten your day. Thank you for, really for developing, good morning, Valerie, developing yourself. Huge for us is letting our light shine. That's what the Shine at 9's about, is finding our inner greatness and letting it out so the whole world can see it and the whole world can be inspired by it. Good morning, Joni. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. Good morning. Happy birthday, Kenton. What's up, brother? Birthday boy Kenton Glover's on the live here. So first off, as we always say, self-love. Give yourself a hug. Close your eyes. Tell yourself something amazing about yourself. Tell yourself that you love yourself. And I don't care if you don't. If we keep on saying it, it's going to sink in. I'm telling you. It all starts with us, because if we can't love ourselves, how are we going to love others? If we can't let our light shine, how are we going to help others let their light shine? Okay? And if we don't let others help their light shine, how do we change the world? How do we make the place better? That's what TheShine's about. Good morning, Micah. That's what it's about. So first off, going right back out to I know Rick, there's some other cubbies on here, but I know for sure Rick is one. Congratulations. Good morning, Becky. Awesome game. Good morning, Charles. Wow, what a game, and what a series, and and it's great. The Cubs broke their 108 years, something like that. Longest winless, I guess, of a national championship or a World Series, in history of all sports. And good morning, Ryan. So absolutely amazing. No matter what side you're on, it was an amazing game. The guys played their heart out. And really, in the scheme of things, you know what? It's entertainment, it's baseball, so take that into consideration. That there's so many big things in the world, right? Good morning, Dennis. Yes, Kara. You always got to be against everybody, Kara. You always got against your husband. But here it is. Give it up to him. Down 3-1. Okay, and here's the thing. Think about that. Just think about that in life, too. Just a little bit. We're going to digress. Not digress, but just a little bit on that is, all that pressure on there, 100 years. Here we go again. They could have said that. They're up by, 5-1. All of a sudden, next thing you know, it's tied, 6-6. And next thing you know, they're in extra innings. They kept me thinking, okay, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again. And, you know, I personally think God was on their side because it rained, I think, at an optimal time that really changed the momentum. So I think that was, I don't know, there's other kind of power, Rick, that you had. But you know, all seriousness, it was great, you know, watch them overcome. You know, and, you know, hats off to the Indians, you know, for just playing and really showing up and being there. You know, just to be in that dance is huge. That's the main thing. So, awesome. I give it up 3-1, you know, come back to win it at, you know, on the road. But even though I felt like that was a home game, if you know what I'm saying, it was louder when they scored that first home run than anything, you know, so crazy. Good morning, Sue. All right, so we're going to jump right into the message. So, wow. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. So strength versus weaknesses. I'm going to give you my opinion on this whole thing. There's all kinds of different things. Some people will say one way, some people say another one. I'm going to give you what I believe and my belief of what it was intense. Sarah was. All right, I got to see this. Made a great game of series. Yes, Rick. Yes. We're proud, brother. You guys are the World Series champs. It's amazing. It hasn't always done. So, Trisha. So, here's my opinion on strengths versus weaknesses. I believe this. I believe you need to strengthen your strengths. Like you hear some people say, you know, work on your weaknesses. You're only strong as your weakest link. I don't know if I don't agree with that, because here's the thing. If you got your strengths, okay, you know what you're good at, do that. Because when you do that with passion, you do that with love, you know, imagine that's what you're going to strengthen. And then what? But here's the thing, though. What you need to do, okay, is you can't just ignore your weaknesses. You can't ignore them. But what you have to do is figure out a way, okay, either to attract people in your life that can help you with those. Okay? I'm not a detailed person. I'm not saying that's why I attracted my bride in my life, but she's very detailed. I'm not. So I've always had, you know, people that worked with me in the office. I've always, you know, if I had something I'm not good at, that's what I do. I try to surround myself with people, you know, that are good at that certain thing. And then happy birthday, Walter. Happy birthday, brother. Thanks for being on. Good morning, Dottie. Another birthday boy on the line here. But if your birthday, say it out there, because I don't know if I know everybody's birthday, but I know those two gentlemen. Great men, great men. You know, does that make sense? So that's the thing, is I don't want to hide my I don't want to say, hello, Frankie, Franco. I don't want to not necessarily hide my weaknesses, but I don't waste time on strengthening those. You know, stuff like being a detail. So I can sit there, and I used to do that, is sit there and say, you know, okay, well, to be successful, you know, they say you got to be able to do everything. You got to be, you know, you got to be the number guy or this or that guy, right? And you know what? What I found out was I just didn't like doing it. So when you don't like doing, not that you don't like doing it, I don't have passion for it. When I didn't have passion for it, okay, and I could attract somebody in my life that could fill that gap for me. And then what happened, maybe in the beginning I didn't. So in the beginning I had to do some things I didn't necessarily like. But what I started to do was saying, you know, I was at a seminar, a guy named Jack Canfield. And I remember we just bought our house. I was a chiropractor, busy, working crazy hours. And, you know, we just bought a house, and, you know, the deal, and we had 2 kids, and you know, the baby was just born. And so we're sitting there, and, you know, good morning, Christopher, good morning. If I miss you, I apologize too. But so we just started, I got this lawnmower, because that's the thing you do a lawnmower. I hated mowing lawn, hated it. And we're at this seminar, and, you know, as a personal development, Jack Canfield, one of the co-authors of 17 Weeks Out. Okay, great. Jonah's birthday. So, you know, co-authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And he's up there, he's talking about on a stage that says, don't ever do anything you don't love. Good morning, Jessica. Don't ever do anything you don't love. And I was like, I kind of took it. And then he's like, you know what? He says, this is Jack Canfield speaking. He says, good morning, Jonathan. He says, I don't like shopping. I hate shopping for groceries. He was paying somebody. This is probably 15 years ago, something like that. I can't remember what it is. He's like, I paid somebody to go grocery shopping for me. Okay? Because I didn't love doing it. He says, don't ever do anything you don't love. And I also put that on my strengths. Okay? Build your strengths that you love building, right? And yes, you can say, oh, that's the easy way out. But no, I think if you're good at something, be freaking good at it. That's the point, you know. So I looked at Shayna, and I said, I ain't mowing that lawn again. And I have not mowed my lawn since then. And some people say, oh, that's just lazy and this. And it's not lazy. My energy and my flow when I have to mow that lawn, just is not good. I could produce more. I could spend more time with my family. I could do more positive things in my life than mow a lawn. Now, at that time we were able to hire it out. It really wasn't that expensive, which was great. But B, he said this: if you can't afford it right now, then make that a plan, make that a goal. Okay. So I'm not saying go out there and not do any of your stuff. I'm not saying that. But if you love mowing a lawn, you love that, continue to do it. So we got to strengthen our strengths. So if you're good at motivation, good at vision, like you have a great vision, you can see things, work on your vision, okay? If you're good at talking to people, and that's your strength, is really how you build relationships, continue to build strong relationships, okay? If you're numbers and a detailed person, then you want to work with those details. Okay, but don't think that, now you can work on your weaknesses, and I want to work on my numbers and I do it. I just don't spend tons of time and energy into that realm, okay, and try to perfect that realm that I may not be able to perfect. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Good morning, Megan. Does that make sense? Tim, how you doing? If that makes sense, you know what I mean? So you're not, so your strengths is really what you want to work on. Continue to work on hone in your strengths. Like I said, if it's relationships, you continue to build relationships. Whatever those strengths that you have, keep on working on them. Okay? Keep on working on those strengths. And those weaknesses, you're not hiding them. You're not shoving them under the rug, not saying that. You identify your weaknesses, and then you start to attract people in your life that can help you with those weaknesses. So if you're not detailed numbers guy, you find somebody that I trust. Me personally, my CPA, my brother, is phenomenal with numbers. He's got a phenomenal numbers mind. That's who works. That's who does my stuff. Okay, because he can what we call integrate. He's just good at that. That's what he's good at. Where I have more of a vision, I can see things, and that's what I want. I want to build relationships with people. I like doing this kind of stuff. A strength is, I don't know if there's really a strength me ranting here. Good morning, Courtney, but maybe it is. I don't know. Because I tend to like this. So personal development I like to do. But work on your strengths. Work on what you're good at. Okay, that's my message here. Now that's me. Like I said, this is my personal thing. This is what's worked for me. And I've done both in the past where, I've heard people talk and they say, oh, you're only as good as your weakest link. You're only as good as how weak you are, right? Then you spend all this time and energy on something you really don't like doing. So how does that work for you? And you eventually hire somebody, if you're doing something successful, you eventually hire somebody to do it, or somebody else comes in and starts to do it because you really don't like doing it anyway. Craig Sudakawa, how you doing, brother? Courtney. So if that makes sense, so that's what I want to, that's my message today, is honing in on those strengths. So how do we develop those? How do we identify those? A, reflect on them. See, and I think we all kind of know what we're good at. Okay. Good morning, Shannon. Communication is strength. Yes, great. You can throw some out of there. So that's something. Good morning, Mike Lento. So that's something for me is you look at a lot of people say, oh, you're good at this, you're good at this. So you hear that out there. Listen to people. They're going to tell you what you're good at. Okay, maybe you're a good listener. Great. Hone in that listening skill, which is phenomenal. Maybe you got good communication skills. Maybe you're a hard worker and you just, you're willing to grind. That's great. That's right. Work hard yourself and you do your job. I agree with that. So that's the way we hone our strengths in, okay? And then first we got to identify our strengths. Next, we got to start working on our strengths, whatever that is. I don't know. So if it's relationships and you're reading books on relationships, if it's communication, read a book on communication to help, strengthen those strengths, okay? Thank you, Mark. That's it. Yeah, I am passionate about this. I love this. I just think I wasted time in the past really trying to do things I didn't like to do and do things that weren't me, that weren't inside me. I'm not that detailed. I remember, good morning, Eric, even like calendars, like Shana could, if she wanted to, she could have her calendar color coordinated, all that kind of stuff. I'm double, triple booking, and I'm not saying that's the way to do it. So, for me, that's something that's been a problem. So I worked on my schedule, right? And that's what I'm doing now, but I didn't have the color coordinated and all the things. That just doesn't, I worked on it, I tried, I had it all set up, I had all that stuff. It just didn't work for me. It's not me. Okay? So that's what I guess the message and what I'm working on you. So, and then when you get your weaknesses, like I said, look at your weaknesses, identify them. Don't sweep them under, the Burpee King, thank you. I don't know about that. But I like it though. So, when you look at your weaknesses, identify those things. What are you not good at? And then start making a plan, like I said. Somewhat if it's something immediately that you have to do because it's part of your job or part of your life, so if it's communication, if you're really weak at communication, I'm not saying, what's up, Southside? I'm not saying just, hey, I'm not going to communicate because I'm a bad communicator. Don't use that as an excuse. Develop your communication skills, okay, to help because you need those relationships, okay? So don't use this, hey, Dr. Nick said, hey, I'm no good at it, I just don't have to do it. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is because sometimes you're in a position you have to be able to do those. Okay, and you have to be able to build those. So, if you're, same thing. Some people just aren't public speakers. They don't want to that's not their strength. They don't want to public speak. So what happens when they don't want to public speak, right? And they try to, they may not just be as natural. Now they can develop that over time and they may learn to love it. And then that may become a strength. Okay, because sometimes a weakness maybe just isn't a weakness either. It's just you're not developed it yet, and you haven't really, if that makes sense. That so as you develop as a person over time. Good morning, Ben. Some of these weaknesses may become some of your strengths. But what if that makes sense. So what I'm saying is, though, so I'm not confusing you, because is work on the things you're good at. Okay. Now it doesn't hurt to have a calendar. You should definitely have. Let me stop there and communicate. I'll have to look at that. So, just trying to read these. I gotta get my eyes like that. So I love it. So all right, guys. So that's that's the message today. Please share this. Work on those strengths, okay? Because the strengths are what God gave you. Those strengths, okay? And those strengths are something that can take you to places you don't even realize. Just really, do what you're passionate about. Do what you love too. Because I heard somebody put in there, if you're passionate and you love it, it's going to become a strength. I'm telling you. And don't overlook it. Sometimes, people tell you that you're good at this, you're good at this, you're good at this. You're like, oh, no. And we're, I don't want to say we're humble, but we don't want to hear that compliment. Take that compliment and then really reflect on it and say, okay, I'm good at it. Do I love it? And then from that point, start to strengthen it. From that point, start to let it out because there's your greatness coming out. And when your greatness comes out, we change the world. So please share it. We'll see you tomorrow at TheShine at 9. Congratulations, Cubs fans. Absolutely phenomenal. It's just awesome to see that, for one night we all kind of just let it go, didn't we? And just I loved it. So unstoppable energy. When you live in your strengths, you have unstoppable energy. It's so true, Barry. Southside giving some wisdom there. That's right. When you live in your strengths, you have unstoppable energy. I totally agree with that. So share this out there. Get people on it. Please invite one new person on. Tomorrow we'll be rocking, 9 o'clock, same spot. Love you guys. Remember, the world needs your light to shine. I need your light to shine. You need your light to shine. With our greatness and inner strength, we can change the world and make this a better place, make this an abundant place, make this a place where you can have it all, where everybody can live the life of their dreams. Love you guys. Have an awesome day.